Happy new moon, Taurus. Time for the new moon reading. Not going to really ask anything special, just what's coming in. Where are you now? You know, the usual. Just going to let Spirit sort of determine what it is you need to know for the moment. And I will let the cards jump out at will. This deck is so thick, it's always a challenge to get it nicely shuffled. Okay. Spirit, what do we have in store for our Taurus friends? What's coming up for Taurus, please, for the new moon? New moon is in Aquarius. Just good creative energy, very individualistic. What does Taurus have in store for them? Okay. I'm going to change this to right side up. This particular deck doesn't bother with reversals, which is one of the reasons I use it. I think there's enough cards. We don't need to go in reverse. I think this one was on the end. Yeah. Okay. Whoops, this way. Okay, I'm going to move these over just a bit. I don't know if you can see everything. I think before I get into this, I'm going to pull a crystal, something from the crystal spirit, about your overall energy of this reading. Spirit, what is overall energy for this reading, please, for Taurus? That kind of ties up any loose ends there might be, sort of like the bottom of the deck. Just sort of reiterates the overall message. What is the theme of this overall theme of this reading for Taurus, please, Spirit? Aquamarine wanted to come out. Sorry, I'm just kind of getting a kind of a feeling for what's going on here. Give me just a minute. Yeah, this is a big reading, you guys. And I think there's some major healing, I think, happening for you here. With this card, this is about releasing grief, finding your purpose. King of Earth, this guy, he's, Earth card is the physical manifestation of things. King is like the master of it, right? He's already got everything he needs. He's in a position to be able to show others how to achieve things. And I'll do stuff from the book in a second. And then Fortune's Wheel, that is the best of the best of the best. It's fullness. It's that game show Wheel of Fortune. Um, it's the jackpot, right? You've got the jackpot. Page of water. Water is the emotional body, and the page is about the energy of approaching something with innocence and kind of a pureness of the heart. So I feel like there's something, maybe something new happening here, but whatever it is like this huge burden. I feel like this huge burden that you've been carrying in your heart or your head or wherever you've been stifling yourself is going to finally break loose. Because I mean, and there might be a lot of tears, there might be a lot of anguish, but it's all for this stuff. This is showing you you're really supported so that you can finally get rid of whatever that old burden is you've been hanging on to. 3 of water, which is underneath that. The 3 is about also the emotional body, but you've got community here, and so maybe it's you've got support, you've got emotional support, some messenger of earth. I think this is just, and oh God, the Hierophant underneath, this is about your spiritual stuff. So yeah, the messenger of earth is just basically saying you're fine, you can do this work, you're not going to starve. But whatever it is that's happening here, and let me go into the aquamarine, because I'll show you that card in just a second. Okay, so this, yeah, you're gonna major changes here, and I think it's about the grief. You're allowing yourself to go through this this energy, this stuff. You're knowing that this is here. I mean, these are really powerful cards. But this and this together, to me, this is like you have your heart needs to be unburdened. This card is saying, yes, I can enter into this new venture of myself, or whatever, healing this grief, and you're doing it with an open heart, with some innocence, and this is what's possible, so that whenever you finally get over that major burden, I just this heaviness of heart is what this is releasing. But the aquamarine card, here we go. This is about enhanced clarity, calm discernment. So here's the other cards that tell me that you're about, this is about calmness. I think that you're going to enter this with whatever the, I mean, it's huge, but to me, you're feeling not huge. You're feeling like it's not, oh, what am I, I'm getting the sense that you're going to go through this and it's fine. It's stuff that you've been going to do and you've been trying to for a really long time. And it's finally starting to break loose, but it's breaking loose in such a way that you are not traumatized. You can let go of the grief. It's like when you go to bed with a headache, a really bad one, and it's pounding, and you wake up the next day, and there might be a little residual ache in your lower neck or something, but the actual pain is gone. So that's kind of what I'm feeling like. I'm feeling like there's you're going to do the work, but it's not traumatic, even though it might involve healing past traumas. It doesn't feel traumatic. You feel like you're really grounded going through this. And while it might seem a little scary, it's the anticipation that's scary, not the actual process of letting go. Okay, back to the aquamarine. It's about enhanced clarity, calm discernment, which is where I went off on my tangent, awareness and acceptance of one's truth. So it says, more than ever, it's easy to get lost in a flood of information. While remaining focused and on task may be difficult when your senses are overstimulated, Aquamarine Spirit has appeared to tell you that you really do have what it takes to sort it all out and become clear as you make decisions. Your powers of discernment are now magnified, and you are poised to make healthy choices for yourself and for the good of all. Well, no wonder. Okay. So finally, whatever needed to come forward in your world has done so, which is allowing for this other work to take place. Yeah, the Page of Water. Let me see about Fortune's Wheel, because these are just amazing cards that you have. This big change for you, Taurus. I think that whatever this is, this unburdening of whatever is in your heart, is going to leave you like you've just lost 40 pounds. Destiny meets synchronicity. Synchronicity, even the sense of the word even sounds light, right? Lighthearted. So it says, I am in awe to experience many meaningful coincidences that prove to me that Spirit has my back. See, you've got all the support for this thing here. These lucky breaks and moments when things just turn out perfectly show how we're all connected. My gamble will pay off when I trust my co-creative partnership with Spirit. My destiny is obvious to me now. So yes, with discernment, I'm going to read you all of these because I think that if you hear the way that the cards are writing about them, I think it'll start to speak to you. So this is about your purpose, your call, and your true prosperity. I have everything I need right now to move forward with purpose. I'm being called into a deeper and more authentic relationship with myself, with my higher power, and with others. I am here for a reason. I am required to step forward into my true self, expressing that through my actions. I need to trust my life as purpose, that I am enough, and that within me is a divine blueprint that has meaning for myself and others. Taurus, 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 you are the bull, right? You are so grounded in so many ways, but it's so hard when you have things that you need and want to change for the betterment of yourself and those around you. It's really hard. I know you get stuck. This little snapshot of a moment right here is the time where you can, I think, truly and safely move forward into your purpose. And that synchronous stuff is going to start showing up, so that it's not going to be the big ominous whatever. It's not going to feel, you're going to feel that burden lift. Maybe, I don't know, synchronicities come up. Maybe it's something with humor, or I just don't know how it's going to show up for you. I want to read you about the King of Earth too, because like I said, the Earth is the physical manifestations of stuff, and he's enterprising, he's philanthropic, he's got the ability to attract abundant wealth, he's magnanimous, and he's got conscious manifesting. He's a reliable leader. He says, I have trust and faith in the invisible, and I know it will manifest in the realm of form in the way I need it to. Opportunity can be found anywhere and everywhere, which also talks about this with the synchronicities. I'm ready for abundance to manifest now in the world of conditions in a form that is aligned with my highest good. I manifest all that I desire, consciously aware of the need to stay focused and grounded in the everyday work required. So I think this is the time for you to discover your purpose, or work toward discovering it with discernment. And for yourself, I think that this guy too is here to remind you that you can do the wealth, you can have all that, but if it's with a heavy heart, it's going to be meaningless, right? If you still are carrying around whatever burden that you have been burdened with, that you've been saddled with, it's not going to be peaks of joy for you. This is great. I mean, this is really an opportunity to free yourself from whatever has been weighing you down. I'm going to ask the animal spirit first. I have the spirit of animal oracles. Ask them for a little advice or a hug, or maybe even just a mascot you can sort of think about while you get into this venture. Whoops. Spirit, what animal spirit do you recommend for my Taurus friends? Whoops. These are huge, big cards. I am going to take that first one. The raccoon, he's the inventor. Decide on what you really want. Here we go, back to discernment. Discernment. All of it, discernment. Decide on what you really want. You have the ingenuity to claim it. Avoid being the trickster and practice integrity. That's what this guy is about. He's about integrity. You have many roles and can juggle them well. I need one more card. I think that I'm going to ask the Mystery of the Shaman Oracle. Whoops. Spirit, what shaman oracle do we have for the Taurus folks watching this for this new moon? New moon in Aquarius. Oh my God, you guys, you got the circle and something else. But the circle is the same as Fortune's wheel. And the blade. Ooh, chills, chills, chills. Oh my God, they won't stop. Okay. Scoot this over. So, okay, symbology, noticing all these circles and arcs, circles, circles. Even a light one here, you can sort of sense that there's a circle in with that. The circle. I'm going to look this up and then I will hold it up to the camera in just a moment. All right, so this is the unification, interconnectedness, and a sense of continuum. This circle reminds us that we are all one, dancers in a unified, conscious, inclusive circle. This card reminds us of cycles of life and the evolving self, ever-changing and always connected, human spirit, nature, cosmos, and intrinsically connected. The invitation is, when the circle appears, it reminds you that you are connected to everything and everyone, including to spirit, which is what some of these cards were talking about, that you have the support of spirit to enter this degriefing, we'll call it. Sorry, I lost my place. Okay, Spirit's essence beats in your heart and inspires you to co-create your world, knowing that you count, that you have purpose in this world. Imagine even a smile to a stranger can change the course of a life. When the circle invites you to dance the sacred steps of life, know that your work, your love, your service brings greater value than you can know. Stay the course. Keep dancing and all will be well. And then the blade also cut through the stuff. Blade represents sharpness of the mind, the body, and spirit. Pointing upward, it summons the power of heaven, which I do believe it came out upward. When aimed down to the ground, it anchors the power of heavens and earth. The blade can be a healing tool or a weapon. Wield it wisely, It'll transmit power, bestow initiations, cut energetic cords from the past, or sever toxic relationships, which is going to help you, whatever this is, right? This maybe is the community that you need, that blade to help sever ties so that you can do the grief healing. You are invited to draw your blade and use it. It's not auspicious to hesitate, to waste time in idle talk, or to hide from the inevitable. Heaven and earth are aligned to support you in claiming your power. So take decisive action. Overcome your fear of hurting others. Unsheathe the blade and use it wisely. So using that wisely, you've got discernment here. This is all about healing whatever this major burden is you've been carrying around. And only you can know what that is. So, Taurus, this is a really perfect time, perfect time to be able to do that. So enter into it, just allow, right, for this childlike innocence, allow yourself to go into this healing process. Again, I really don't think it's going to feel dramatic. You're going to come out the other end of it going, why didn't I do this years ago? You know, it's just, it's like creating a better habit. You're like, wow, it's like, I don't know, maybe, like when I quit smoking, I'm like, why didn't I do this years ago? I feel so great. Wasn't that hard when I, you know, so I think you're in that place where you can, you're in a place where you can do this deep healing, dredging up old grief. You might not even know what it is. It might even be ancestral. It might not be yours. But in any case, and especially if it's not yours, you don't need to hang on to it. It's time to unburden yourself, let it go. So allow yourself to have this willingness of entering into this partnership with Spirit, because you can see they've got your back. And this may end up bringing you to whatever your purpose is. But your purpose, you can't get to it if you're burdened with this other stuff. So clear away the clutter. Perfect timing. You've got community, you've got discernment, you've got these little busy guys. But again, deciding what you truly want, which is again about discernment. So yeah, you have all the backing that you need to enter into this healing phase. Time to go for it. Thanks, Taurus. If this helped at all, or if you liked it, please hit the like button and subscribe. The more information I get from you, the better I can serve you, and the happier I am to do that for you. Yeah, I hope this was helpful. This is a really great energy for this new moon coming in. And it's super dark. So in the darkness, I think all things are possible. You know, you can't see anything, right, when it's completely dark. So you can decide what it is you want to do, and it seems like this is a perfect time for you, Taurus. Anyway, thanks for tuning in, and I hope that this is helpful. Happy new moon. Bye.